Going if we get volume on this rink. We got some refs. We got a big game coming, folks. We'll get going shortly. Well, folks, looks like we got Shattuck St. Mary's on the ice, warming up. Team Colorado, nowhere to be found. Someone's got to knock on the door again. His coach's speeches went overtime this morning on Saturday morning. Yeah, that's that's concerning. Hopefully the bus made it. Oh, I see some players walking down the hallway. They have not started the warm-up clock yet, so that's a good sign. There's something going on with my... Lost the scoreboard. All right, there they come. Team Colorado. I think I see Sungjan Pupin and Gwen Ashak. So we've got the right feet up. Warm-up is underway. Good morning, everybody. Team Colorado, 19s. Second game in about 24 hours. Or sorry, in third game in 24 hours. Second game in 12 and a bit. We'll be playing Shattuck St. Mary's this morning. Big test for this crew from Colorado. I'll wait for a few more viewers to get on here. Whoa, they are zipping around in the warm-up. Shattuck is moving. We're going to have to get on our horse today based on that level of motion. I think Shattuck's finished their warm-up early. They got started early, and now they don't know what to do with themselves. Morning, everybody. See, got some more folks joining. We are getting ready to play Shattuck St. Mary's this morning. Not sure which of the teams or which roster we're going to see here from Shattuck. Based on that zippy warm-up they just did, we're going to have a number of high-end players on the Shattuck side today. Our girls look awake, kind of. Very late night after a late game. And it's always hard to sleep after a game like that. And we'll see if they can muster some effort this morning here in the third game of this tournament in St. Louis, Missouri, at the Centene Community Center. We've been on a different rink each time. This is the Plager rink, or Plager, I don't know how to say it. Plage is, well, plage is beach in French, so I guess we're on the beach this morning. Hopefully no sand out there. As far as I know, same lineup. Missing two players still, didn't make the trip. Charlie and Emma Doyle. We give a shout out to them. I'm sure they're watching. Maybe sleeping in and watching it later, not sure. So we'll have the same, we'll have 3 lines. I don't think the coaches will make any changes. It seemed to be clicking yesterday, with moving around the centers a bit to get just a different look. And looks like they found some chemistry with a couple of goals on setups from Lena to Lindsay, and Marciello and Sherman always connecting. Gwen popping one in there. So that change has been good for those 2 lines so far, so I don't expect any changes. Well, they got 16 minutes on the clock. Well, there you go. Every tournament seems to be different, between 15, 16, and 17 minutes. Looks like the live barn feed is not perfect. Same kind of stuff we had yesterday. It becomes very clear on my computer. I'm uploading at 30 meg here on my phone, which should be good enough. But it does come a little fuzzier, and I think that's part of YouTube's. You know, YouTube doesn't store it at the same high quality. But we're gonna get started shortly here. I think I could see Coach, well, it's gotta be Coach Andy with a hat on there. Coach Andy has good hair, but continues to cover it up under that cap. I have to talk to that guy. If you got it, flaunt it. It's fleeting. So we're in white on the left-hand side. And it looks like starting TC in white, going left to right. That's Lena Kelly with Aker, and puck bounces off a toe and Shattuck picks it up right away. And they zip it up the right-hand side. That is Alexa Caton going back for it. She backhands to the corner. Already very quick. The Shattuck team was zippy. There's a nifty little attempt. Goes right in front. There's the first save of the game. And I didn't catch which goalie was in, but I'm assuming that's Abigail Ketchel. Looking at that mask. Comes up the left-hand side. That was Jakuba leading it forward. Now Kelly's on the forecheck. Goes all the way around. Chipped in by Shattuck. And it's behind that. Ooh, and that is a bit of, wow, heavy effort right to the end there. I'm going to just twist this a little. I don't think I'm missing anything on this side. All right, so that's going to bring out Ashak's line with Sherman and Marciello, I think. Yes. And there's a conversation in front as Abigail has her glove off. Just getting reconnected there with her equipment, and we'll get things going. I see Ava Clark out there. And Gwen wins it back to Ava. She has to turn quickly. She shovels it forward to Aurora, her defensive partner. Aurora Hussey, 77, back out. Long cross ice. That was a little dangerous. Was looking for Marciello, but careful to make sure it didn't get picked off. But Shattuck has it behind the net. They throw it around the boards hard. Skips off the D. Marciello had a shot at it briefly, and player goes right by Baker. It goes right to the middle. That was right by Sherman, sorry. Boy, they had a lot of speed coming through the middle there. Holy moly. Chipped out by, I think that's Gwen Ashak on the forecheck. And Live Barn is failing us. Zippy player coming in the middle. Ava Clark pushes her to the outside, and Aurora does as well. Centering attempt goes through everybody and out. As you can see, this Shattuck team moves the puck quickly. Good job there by Sangjon Pupin to get on a leg on the puck. Cross ice over looking for Gwen. A little hot to handle. She has to backhand it. It's kept into the line. A little scrambly in front. Ava Clark goes to pick it up in the corner. She chips it away, and it is still in the corner. Shattuck player has it. Comes to the point. Long shot blocked off the player from Shattuck, who's all alone in front. And we have a whistle. I'm not sure what's going on there. There was a Shattuck forward standing at the top of the crease all alone with all the quickness, got lost in coverage, and the defensive player's shot hit that person. Got a face-off going here, and it is probably Nadello, I'm guessing, on this. It probably comes to this side. It could be Rose, and she does a loop to get out of trouble. Still has it. She's got to chip it, and she does get it out of the zone, staying with it. D picks it up and turns it right back around. That's Leah Baker chasing into the corner. Riedlinger's in front. And now I think we've finally got a change up here. I think Kelly's picking out the puck. It was bouncing. She gloves it to herself, and now she's coming through the middle. Whoa! And I think that was Kelly getting hammered in the neutral zone. No call. We didn't see all of that. Just saw the flailing girl. That's a common thing for Kelly. Seems to get hit a lot. Comes up the left-hand side. Dangle move at the blue line. Wow, that was going to be a heck of a toe drag, but the player lost the edge. Had to regroup as everyone else was offside. Shattuck throws it in. It's picked up by the D. It's probably Riedlinger. She goes to Baker. Baker tries to chip it forward, and it goes right onto the stick of a Shattuck player who brings it in offside. So as you can see, very quick play from this Shattuck team. It's going to be a handful all day. It's still Jakuba, Kelly, and Aker. Kelly wins it back. It's chipped forward along the board to Shattuck, and they pick it up here. They try to go D to D. It's a little in front of the player. Better than being behind. Baylog now dumps it in. People tag up. Jakuba and Kelly go forward. Puck comes quickly out through the middle and to the wing. That was a nice breakout by Shattuck. Baker has to take it to the outside. That's Caton who took her to the outside. The centering attempt is deflected away by Baylog, and now well, that's Aurora with the stick up high, cross-checking in the back. Kelly takes it away and has it behind the net. Kelly to the winger, finds Aker. Aker looking for the middle as Jakuba was coming through, but the Shattuck player got a stick on it. Now it comes to center. Some of the TC players are changing. Jakuba in pursuit, but it comes up the left wing. Long shot, big rebound there. That's the first heavy shot for Abigail to handle, and she deflects it out. Shattuck zippy through the neutral zone over the blue line. Challenged immediately by Anna Caton. There's a shot from a bad angle and save on the post by Ketchel. So shots are 3-0 for Shattuck at this point. Still 0-0. Team Colorado 19s in white, going left to right against Shattuck St. Mary's. And judging by the team here, this is one of their better rosters. Nice little zip around or turnaround move by Gwen, but Shattuck came up with it on the faceoff. They sent it in behind the net. And I think it ended up on the net. Or there's a call. The ref is, it's just, I'm not sure what happened there. We're going to have another face-off. Gwen Ashak there as Sherman and Shattuck got it again. They have it. They play to the front. Player missed on it. And it's kept into the line. Clark heavy into the corner. Ashak's hunting it down behind the net. Tries to chip it around the player. And that now comes to Sherman. Sherman's going to look for that cross ice. Finds the stick of, I think that's Aurora. Now it's Marciello, has a line to the net. She tries a shot, and it's blocked. And Shattuck comes right back out with it. Over the blue line, to the outside. Centering opportunity goes to nobody. All the Shattuck players were too deep. That was Aurora, actually, that went off a skate. It was way behind. It ended up into Marciello anyway, off a skate. And Shattuck now kind of throwing it at neutral zone, and that'll give Lila Marciello time for it. She sends it across to Ava Clark. Ava up the boards hard. No one's there. It could be an icing. And it is. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the first period. I'm losing my voice already. This is hard work, this broadcasting stuff. But we appreciate the $1,000 donations from the 23 viewers this morning. Okay, I was drinking coffee. Didn't see who that was. That was a nice little face-off win by Nadello. That's Nadello's line out there with Chan and Sangjeon Pupin. And in the corner, coming out with it is Riedlinger. That's how you get it out of the zone, folks. Nice little shovel over there, looking for Chan off her stick, and Shattuck dumps in. No icing as it was touched. That's going to be Leah Baker behind the net. Shattuck player takes it away. Comes to the point. Boy, they move it around quick. Covered by Chan. Long shot is blocked. It's still sitting there. That one's a miss. And out of the zone, out of the area of play. So we'll get another face-off. Looks like we're changing things up here. I think that's Kelly. It's Kelly on the dot. And she wins it back doing the splits and on her spin. Good thing she spent a long time doing some gymnastics. Full splits, gets it back, but they're still battling for it there. Got a couple gymnasts on this team. I know Emma Doyle went high end in gymnastics, and as a result, got a few sore joints. It's a tough sport. Here comes Shattuck right through the middle. Oh, and Kelly, oh, lucky. I think she would have got a tripping call, but it was offside. So we'll take that win. There's a lot of speed coming through the neutral zone. Shattuck wins it all the way back into their own zone. And that is Jakuba in hot. Shattuck comes, nice pinch there from Kelly, who took the puck away. Actually got a shot on net as a result of that. And there's going to be a cover and a first offensive zone faceoff for TC, which is a bit of an opportunity. These may be rare today based on what we've seen so far. They're going to keep it out there. Jakuba, Kelly, and Aker, hoping Kelly can win this back for a shot. She does cleanly. Shot. Oh, I think Aker took a shot on that. Might have gone over or got deflected, but it missed either way. It's still down low as Shattuck regroups. Quick regroup. Caton's got to get on her horse, and she does. Here comes a player with a lot of speed, cuts around everyone right on net. Abby's looking for it, and she made the save. Didn't see it, but good job by the goaltender on that rush. And you saw a glimpse of what it's like to play players who are very quick. Comes right in front, no one home. Oh, there's a big save again by Abigail. She's making the stand. It comes out over the blue line, thankfully. Give our team a chance to change. Shattuck dumps it in. Comes right in front, picked up by the D. To the middle, too hard for Ashak to get. Here comes Shattuck again. Ashak stays with it, pushes the player in the corner. She gets some help from the D. And there's Caton behind the net. Shattuck is swarming here at this point. Finally goes on Gwen's stick. She sends it around hard. I think Jakuba might still be out there. I'm not sure who that was. It was Aker who hustled. Now she's off. Over the line, long, easy shot, an easy glove save by Ketchel. Shots are now 6-1. And as you can see, this Shattuck team's bringing it. Clark coming out with Hussey. I think this is still Ashak with Sherman and Marciello. And it is. She tried to win it back, and she got it to Ava, but it bounced off some sticks. The Shattuck player took it away. They have it behind the net. Hussey battling for it. Shattuck girl comes up with it. Coming low to help was Marciello. And Shattuck sends it around far side. Oh, get caught up behind the net. Hussey turns, looking for Sherman. Finds her. Sherman's going to go for the cross ice. Oh, and it's a big right up the middle. Luckily, Hussey was there to get a stick on it, and player missed. That cross ice is going to be tricky against this team. They're quick. Coming out with it slowly is Marciello. She sends it forward. Sherman dangles a couple girls and gets it deep. 1-on-4 as everyone else is changing. It's behind the net. Actually, maybe it's not behind the net. It comes to the point. Opportunity here for TC. Looking for that cross over to, I think that's Caton. Jersey's pulled. No, it's not. That's St. John Poupin. Jerseys are tucked up. Riedlinger gets there. Shields the puck, waiting for help. Nicely done. Little jig, and she'll come up right through the dots, and that's a beautiful out and nice pass. It's Chan trying to chase it down. And here comes Shattuck right back up. It's a 2-on-1 if we don't get back. It is a 2-on-1. And right in front of the net, good job by Baker to challenge the stick there of the pass recipient. Walking in from the point. Got to cover that. Let's get to it. Shattuck now set up like a power play here. Gets it around. Nice pickup there. All the two TC players ran into each other. It's kicked forward. Nicely done there. Not sure who that was. Baker maybe kicking it forward, dumping it and following it in. And Baker's alone on the forecheck, letting everyone else change. And that looks like, I thought that was Aker now. Got Baker and Aker. Comes to the line. That was Aker trying to poke at it. It's coming back all the way. It's going to bounce right to Abigail. The player stops in front, and we'll get a whistle with 6:20 left in the first. 0-0-0. Shots are still 6-1. A lot of skating around. And this looks like it's Kelly. Baylog's out there. So Jakuba Kelly stops it. Goes back. Nice win. Goes all the way around, looking for Jakuba, who gets pinned to the boards immediately. It pops to the middle. Jakuba stays with it and gets it out, but goes right on the stick of the Shattuck player, dumps it right back in. So a little ping pong over the blue line. It's coming all the way around hard. Jakuba sets up for it, trying to chip it around. Wow, there's two players there. Shattuck, Johnny on the spot. But now we come out with Jakuba again. Oh, just past her stick, and it's in the neutral zone. Shattuck regrouping, challenge there by Aker. D stepping forward, goes past everyone. Caton has to jump into the boards. Kelly challenges, it comes out front. Caton steps forward, that was a good play, otherwise it was all the way across. Here comes Aker, she's gonna drive the puck up the right-hand side, trying to get around the D. Again, good job by Shattuck to stop that rush. Comes back to Clark, she chips it for Jakuba, goes past her and into the Shattuck zone. Much faster play this morning than last night. Ava Clark, ponytail flying. Right through the middle, comes up. There's a stick on it by Marciello. And it's back in the corner, Ava challenging. You know, you cut that ponytail off, I don't know, she looked a lot like another Clark I know. Into the corner. Here comes up the middle. Marciello leading the rush. Sherman has to wait up for her. Marciello drives the net, backhand on net, and it's loose for a second. The goalie has to squeeze the pillows, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off. As nice drive there by Marciello. After yesterday's snipe, I don't know how she scored yesterday off that bad angle. We want to see that all game long. Ashak's going to take this with Sherman and Marciello, and she wins it. It's on the boards. Marciello getting harassed. She's trying to get it to someone. Coming in support is everybody, Ashak and Sherman. It's behind the net now, and Shattuck picks it up. Quick out, strong pinch there. I think Baylog managed to hold that in, and I'm not sure where the puck is. Here they come down. That was actually Riedlinger on the right D position. Made that play. Riedlinger shoves the girl to the board. She tries to center it. It goes behind the net. Good D here in their own zone. Nice, beautiful out here. TC coming through the middle. St. John Poopin trying to play it to herself. Tried to get to the middle. Was intercepted. Was looking for Emma Doyle. And Shattuck's going to come out fast. Oh, just a little too far. And this should be an icing. That was a fast break. Good thing it was too far. So still 0-0 here in the first. We got to be in the bottom part of it now. Looks like Nadella's going to stay out there with St. John Poopin and Chan. 3:55 left in the first. Offensive zone face-off. Emma Nadella, number 19, to take it. And it is pushed to the corner as Shattuck player picks it up. They send it around. Intercepted, though. Good play there by Chan. She throws it behind the net, and it's all the way around the boards. Big pinch by Caton. And Shattuck comes up with it again, but hemmed in. This line on the forecheck. Goes around everybody again, but I think that's tipped, so it's not going to make it. Caton has to get on her horse to get back there. She does. Nifty little backhand move. Leaves it for her partner, and there's a nice little out from Chan. That was a nice little backhand by Chan to the streaking center. Livebarn's confused. Now it goes to St. John Poopin, and it's back into the TC zone, back out of the TZ zone. Hopped off. That was actually Caton, 23. It's tried to center. I think Abigail got the paddle down and stopped it. That's a giveaway right to their point. They shoot it in, and high shot that was going to miss, but Abigail gloves it anyway. What is it with our goalies flashing the leather? They're just looking for those rookie card snapshots with the glove up in the air. It's all about the TikTok these days. I think this is Kelly on the face-off dot. And she won it. Wow, went actually back, and then Kelly reached around the player to send it backwards. It was covered. Haven't seen that one much. So we've got to cover, and we'll do it again. This time it goes up towards, that was a set play going forward to the winger. They get it out of the zone. And streaking down. That's actually Aurora Hussey, I think, just based on the ponytail. It is. Hussey centering. Oh, is looking for Aker, who was in the higher slot and just got tipped away. Good D, and it's all the way down. Well, we got Shattuck on their heels a little. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off now after the 2 in our own zone. See if Lena can win a 3rd in a row. She did win this other one, and this is her strong side. See if we can get that shot on net from the D. It's Hussey on the left side with Clark. Lena's taught, you can see she's pointing to her. She wants to win it back. Telegraphing it to the other center, but she wins it clean. Oh, someone's got to get there. Hussey does, uses her body. That was a nice play. Hussey tries to get it through. It's blocked away. Kelly keeps it in. They battle for it on the boards. Now it's all the way down. It's on net. It's going to be a long shot. Goalies love those easy ones. That helps the save percentage. It's behind the net. There's a battle for it. Shattuck player is going to come out with it, but good coverage, keeping it to the outside. To the top, the winger challenges. It misses. Great job by the winger to get there. That forced that miss. Now it's still on the hash marks. They hand it off. Jakuba challenges. Kelly challenges. Player spins away, sends it back. It's on the top of the net, but the player managed to hack it off. Kelly just goes in and takes it away. Kelly on her stick. She goes up, trying to get it up the boards, but she's rubbed out, and there's an opportunity for Shattuck, and they score. What a goal. Wow, that player just came out of nowhere off the boards and put it in. And we've got our first goal of the game. It is 1-0. I'm not sure what the pair was still out there at that time. I will have to fix that up later. So 1-0 Shattuck here near the end of the first period. Gwen Ashak's out there with Marciello and Sherman. Shattuck wins that face-off. They have it in their own zone as they regroup. D are Riedlinger and Baker. Riedlinger is going to have to chase it into the corner with 1.5 minutes left in the first period. 1-0 Shattuck. They're battling down low. There comes to the point, the winger was too low, so now they have an opportunity here. Good block by Sherman. Just stood in front of it. They're hemmed in, though. Another long shot from that point. And they play it off the side of the net. It goes all the way around to that same point. And Sherman finally takes advantage of a bobble. Throws it, I think, into the player's bench. So it's going to come back inside the zone. And that is bringing out. That is Nadello with Chan and St. John Poupin with just under 1 minute left here in the first period. Caton's on D for sure, and St. Mary's wins it. They still have, right through the slot, long shot, and it's knocked in. I don't know, I think Abigail wants that one back. That might have gone off her glove. And it got 2 quick goals at the end of the game, or end of the first period here. And that's now 2-0 after hanging with them well for this, most of this first period. Suddenly disaster with 2 goals. I'm not sure how that went in. It looked like Abigail had a line on it. It may have been tipped. I can't tell from this feed. Kelly wins that faceoff back. It's all the way down. Ooh, players pulled down. That's got to be a call. You could see the arm was up. That was Jakuba saying, what the heck? And now it's on net and goes around, just misses on the side as Aker jammed for it. Yeah, I'm not sure who that was, but someone got pulled down. And Lena got pulled down again, and that sure looked like a penalty. Oh, that's a stick right in the gut. In fact, the glove is off. I think Lena lost her glove. Now we'll get the call for hooking. Yeah, that was a water skiing. As Lena was driving the net, I could see that play, and then her glove fell off. So with 19 seconds left, we're going to get the first power play of the game, and it's in favor of Team Colorado. So it looks like the faceoff will probably be on this right-hand side, which means Lila will probably take this. Although Lena's been having a lot of success today. Well, this will be, I think, the first faceoff for Lila. Yep, she's stepping forward. That is Sherman directing traffic, telling Caton to move over a bit. Just trying to get that penalty on the board. It is a minute and a half, so a short power play. Face-off was lost, and they sent it all the way around. That is Caton trying to get to it with only a few seconds left here. That scoreboard bug in the corner is wrong. It is down to 4 seconds to get it in the corner. I don't think that's going to be enough time for a shot. So, promising start, but 2 quick ones by Shattuck, and we have ourselves a 2-0 game in favor of Shattuck St. Mary's. Looks like we'll stay to form here, have a quick break between first and second, and then right into the second period. All right, refilled the coffee. Shots are 9-2 in favor of Shattuck. We may have not had much offensive zone time, but did a good job in our own zone most of the time. A really strong play out of the corner from one of the Shattuck players, first goal. So let's hope the bench can stay positive here. I think that was actually a fairly good period. All things considered, this is one of the top programs in the country. It's on both sides, both girls and boys side. One of the former coaches, Nils, from the Rough Rider program up in Boulder. He and his family moved there. He was a graduate of Shattuck. Coached when we were in the 10U, I think, division, and then his family actually lives on campus. So shout out to the gang, Nils and Madison and the others. Living the bucolic life of a college professor. That's a beautiful campus if you've been there. You gotta really like hockey if you're gonna live on campus at Shattuck St. Mary's. I don't think they talk about anything else. Kind of like us. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be the power play unit. Kelly's going to take the face off at center. We got about a minute and 15 of power play time left here in the second. As we start, Kelly wins it back. Aker comes in to help. She dumps it forward, but it's going to get picked up there by Shattuck and sent out. Oh, it went off a skate, so it's still in the zone. Pursuing it hard is TC, but all the way down. Abigail stops it for Caton. Caton to Aker off her backhand, and it comes right towards net. It actually had to be picked up by Caton, and Caton goes through the middle. That's intercepted, but it picked up by Aker. Aker, oh, and she gets chipped. Oh, and I don't think Caton saw that Lila was still in the zone coming back. Yeah, long stick. That was a good gap closure by the Shattuck player. So we'll get another face-off, this time blue dot, neutral zone. Lena's on that dot. Shattuck wins it back and has control. And now Lila keeps it in. Kelly digging for it at the blue line. Caton sends it across. And folks have to wait. I think that could do it for most of the penalty. There's 20 seconds left. I take that back. Shot right on net as a player was all alone shorthanded. Abigail has to make a big save. That is part of the problem of a power play when you're in your own zone. The assignments are maybe not as clear, and that player was wide open in front of the net. So Shattuck's, I think somebody's changing. There's one of the TC players is changing. I think that looks like Hussey coming out, if I had to guess. It is. Lena lost that faceoff. It goes back. And Shattuck content to dump it around as the final 8 seconds here of this supposed power play. Haven't had in the zone much. Kelly gains the line, chips it in, chases. She's going to get there. She challenges the stick. That's going to open up the puck here. Opportunity to center it. It goes past everybody. Good pinch by Kelly, or by Clark, but it's missed. It's a 3-on-1. One player back. There's a shot, and it was a save by Abigail. I think it went off her stick. There's another save by Abigail's. TC scrambles. Penalty is over. Nice pass to the middle there. I'm not sure who has that. That is Nadello. Tries to go under the stick. I love that move. And she's got there. She's got some zip in her step today. Comes to the line, and Hussey's going to take it backhanded deep. We need a forechecker there. Here comes St. John Poopin. And now out with it is Shattuck. It's a 2-on-1 here. Scrambling back is Brooke. And there's a shot and a goal. Holy moly, that was a shot. Just up and over. We were unable to challenge that player with brief 2-on-1. And that one made him look bad. Holy moly, that was a shot. So we'll tap along here and set the assignments. That was a beauty. 3-0 now. The beginning of the second period. Here's an opportunity coming in. St. John Poopin. There's a shot. Blocker save. Comes back to the line. Baker with a shot and cover. Some pushing and shoving as players are falling. Nice little shot by St. John Poopin. That had a lot on it. The goalie made I think it was a blocker save. Nadello on the dot. St. Mary's wins it. They tend it around. And stopped at the boards by, I think that's Riedlinger, it is. And now there's a scrum. That's St. John Poopin and Nadello in it. And pass goes, I'm not sure where the pass went. There it is. It's at the red line. It comes to the blue line, and Chan tries to swat at it. St. Mary's still with it. Riedlinger gets under the stick, disrupts it enough that opportunity for TC to get it. They just jam it out. And it's back on Shattuck's stick. Shattuck sweeps it forward. Shattuck player's going to get there first. There's 4 TC girls there, but Shattuck zippy. Lead Riedlinger takes it away. Nicely done. Coming in heavy underneath is Gwen Ashak. Centering pass, disrupted, good coverage all around. I think that's St. John Poopin. She gets it out through the blue line, but they dump it back in deep. You have to tag up. Riedlinger gonna go hard off the glass. That'll get it out of the zone. Challenge there by Ashak. They send it right back in. That's a long shot that was wide. To the stick of, or foot of Gwen Ashak. She kicked it over, looking for Sherman. Sherman is tied up. It squirts across over to Riedlinger. She was looking for Sherman on the seam pass. That could be an icing. No, it's not. Wow, nice little move by the Shattuck player to get underneath. They send it on the boards. Big challenge there by, I think that was Lena, just took somebody out from behind. Coming across, nice takeaway and a nice little leave there. This is Kelly. She's got a line in the net. Kelly on her own. Shot way wide. Oh, that might have been Aker, 8 and 9. I can't tell. Kind of looked. Regardless, it's wide, and Shattuck is trying to chip it to the middle. That goes off of Jakuba, and it's on the blue line, but the Shattuck player gets it around. We'll have to watch that again, but that was a heck of a opportunity there, wide by 2 feet. It's at the blue line. Jakuba hassling the player, comes in the middle. That's Aker who picks it up. Oh, Aker picks out a player as they ran into each other right in front of the bench. And there could be a call here. I'm not sure what's happening behind the play. There is. There's a player going off for Shattuck, and we're getting another power play opportunity here. Not much doing on the first one, but maybe we'll get something happening here. Looks like we're sending out, I think it is Marcelo coming, Sherman coming, Caton's out there, Kelly on the dot. They're waiting for the clock to get set up here. Be nice to get a clean win. I'm not sure why Caton is over so far. Well, that worked perfectly. On to Caton, the stick. Boy, would have liked to see a quick shot there. Here we go, Marcelo. Bad angle shot, deflected away. Gets into the corner. Kelly's digging for it. Marciello's digging for it. Comes to Caton. She floats the top. Back to Marciello. Shot, looking for a deflection. It's wide. It comes to the side. That's Sherman with it. Sherman dangling, spending some time with it. She gets it to Caton. Caton tries to shovel it back to Sherman. It goes off the skate. Sherman, tried the long cross ice and it gets deflected out of the zone. Marciello now gathers, patient, and he takes it up the right-hand side. Wonderful. On net, good shot, better save. Comes all the way out and down. Caton back to get it. At least some positive time here, halfway through the penalties, 40 seconds left in it. 10 minutes left here, 3-0 Shattuck. And they gathered at the center line and in, goes off a player, and now it's deeper. There's an opportunity here for the Shattuck player. There's a shot. I'm not sure if that was on net or wide, but it bounced right back out. Ooh, somebody just got hit. Can't tell off screen, but you can see that contact coming. TC trying to get it out of the zone here, unable to under the forecheck of this penalty killing unit. There's a little nifty move by the Shattuck girl, and a slapper, and Abigail has to make the save here. Penalty's over in 1 second. Shoveled backward by Kelly trying to protect it. And oh my goodness, the Shattuck player just stepped forward and took it and got the shot. I think Kelly was out there for 2 shifts in a row, had nothing left. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off here. 9:42 left in the second, so approximately halfway through. This is Nadello on the dot. It's won by Shattuck. They send it around. Winger's wide open and a long shot. So we'll get another face-off from that same side. Shattuck wins it again. They do the exact same thing, send it around towards the net, deflected away, and to the line, not out. Shattuck has it again. Right to the middle, steered, paddled behind the net by Abigail, and the player jams at it. They have it in the corner. Cross through the slot, slapper from the point, and a glove save from Ketchel. Shots are adding up now. It's 20-6 and 3-0 for Shattuck. So Gwen Ashak's coming out with Marciello and Sherman. And it is Baker and Riedlinger on D. Faceoff is won clean by St. Mary's. They keep it in. And now there's a shot, an opportunity, and it's in. A beautiful shot by the players. Step forward. And we got ourselves a 4-0 game now. And this is a little more what we were expecting. I think our girls, unfortunately, are folding here after having a good start to this game. It is now 4-0, and then we let too many sharpshooters walk towards the goal. Face-off is won again by Shattuck now, and they try to get it through center. Kelly gets under the stick. That gives Aker the puck. She tries to chip it to herself off the boards. Stays with it. Jakuba comes in to sweep at it. And then Baker felt the player coming and braced for impact. They come through with it. Riedlinger able to take it away. Riedlinger lost the handle. Shattuck girl has it. Stumbles. It's behind the net. Whoa, 2 Shattuck players are down. That'll give a little bit of space, not much, as Kelly tries to get it forward. She does. Gets it to Jakuba, gets it across to Aker, but off her stick, and Shattuck sends it out. It's over the line. Kelly sweeps out. Oh, there's a stick in the feet. Jakuba got tripped. No call. And Aker swats at it. Right through the middle again. Kelly disrupts that play. Has it at the blue line. Kelly's had it up. She sends it down. I think that's going to be an icing, though. She wanted a change. Just couldn't gather the red line. So we'll swap it out here. And it is Nadello Chan, St. John Pupin, and it is Baylog, I think. Face-offs, boy, Shattuck's really winning the face-offs in that corner. Cross to the middle is deflected away. Good stick by Baylog through the bad live barn feed, but Nadello now changes directions. Nadello looking for an out. She's hounded, changes directions a couple times. Had an opportunity to scissor that out, but she'll keep it. Comes around. St. John Pupin had it for a second, and it's down behind the net. Heavy play there by Nadello's battling for it. Chan's hoping it comes out. Now it does. Comes up towards Chan. Chan has it on the backhand. Chan in her feet. Chan backhands it across to Baylog. Sends it out. Staying with it. Stepping up forward is Kate, and she pushes it into the zone. And Chan on the forecheck goes off her foot behind the net. Chan goes for a change. It's behind the net. Opportunity here. Turning a shot by Gwen Ashak, who came up with that puck out of nowhere. Holds her head. I think she realized that was a good opportunity. And she picked it up out from behind the net, turned around, shot it right into the goalie. Under 7 to go now in the second. So this will stay Ashak with Sherman, Marciello, Hussey, and Clark. Face off with a bad live barn feed. Lost it. Shattuck sends it around. Hussey trying to pick the pocket on the blue line. The player goes around her, and here they come. Ashak, ooh, good heavy play there by Ashak. She kind of got away with one. There's an opportunity. It's going to be right in front, and it went hard off the player's skate. And it's in front, another scramble, and that one misses the net, but not by much. There's a player down for Shattuck, though. They may blow the whistle on this. The player's still getting up. Surprised they didn't blow that down, but here they come. Ashak to Sherman. Looking back to Ashak, goes to the goal, and just a little too far ahead. So we'll switch it up here. 6:16 in the second. 4-0 Shattuck. This is Lena with Jakuba and Aker. We got Baker and Riedlinger. We weren't even set. She wins that. There's an opportunity to fire the puck. Here we go. Long shot by Baker. Goalie had a little bit of trouble. I think that was going to miss. Comes all the way around. Big pinch there by Riedlinger trying to keep it in, and Kelly covers. Kelly has it. Kelly changes directions in the neutral zone, sweeps it back, but 2 players get through. Now Riedlinger comes back to cut it off. It comes to the middle. Good coverage there by Baker, but there's a backhand shot. Abigail makes the save. So wow, it's a quick attack by Shattuck. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off here. And Shattuck wins it. And they have it at the point. Good challenge there by Aker. Goes all the way around. Kelly in to pick it up from the D. Goes off of a stick. Not enough to get to Aker, but swatted back in by the D. Leah Baker with it. Kelly takes it away, sends it forward, trying to get it to Lindsay. And there's a shot that misses. We're hemmed in a bit here. Now Riedlinger gives it to Jakuba. She fires it looking for Aker, but it went off a stick, gathered by Shattuck. Girls definitely moving their feet with this attack. You can see everybody's skating faster than yesterday. I know the score doesn't show it, but they're definitely able to hang. See if we can keep that going. There's a stick. Aker's stick was knocked out of her hand by that shot. Have to see if that one broke. It's back to that line again, and there's a tip. Ooh, it just went wide. That was, I think it changed directions. At least it looked like it from my side. Big opportunity here. Shattuck D to D. There's a blocker save. Shots pouring on now. Here's another one. It's blocked as Baker blocked it. I think she's stepping forward now with it. Oh, it's Caton. I'm sorry, they're the same size. She walks that line again, like only a D can do. And that's Nadello. Nadello made a nifty little move there. She's very calm under pressure at the blue line, but Shattuck comes up with it. There's a shot. Ooh, and that didn't miss by much. Bad angle. I think it went to the side. Might have gone off the glove. Here's a shot right from the slot. They let her walk into the middle, and there's another goal, and it's going to be 5-0 here. And it is adding up. That was another snipe, but we can't let him walk through the middle like that. So we'll mark these. So 5-0, and this is now starting to be a romp. Ace Jack on the face-off. We'll do it again. Battle for it. Shattuck's going to come up with the puck. And that is offside with 3:51 left in the second. One more goal. I think we will get a runtime game. Ashak wins it to the side. And there's a bit of a scrum for it, but Shattuck comes up with it over the blue line. Caton uses her body to deflect the puck to create some space that allows Brooke to get it out. She goes to the far wing, but Rose unable to grab it, comes back into the corner. Caton pushing on it. It's pushed right back out. There's a bit of a size difference between those two players. And there's 3 TC players jamming at it. But Shattuck comes up with it. One-timer, hits her own player on that slap shot. Doing a good job of blocking shots, but there's still 25-8 are the shots right now. That's Marciello battling for it. She has on her stick. She tries to push it through the feet of Sherman. Sherman has a bit of space. She tries to get it back in front. Gwen was causing trouble. It went off of a leg. Shattuck slams at it, and it's all the way down for an icing. And they blow the whistle. So it looks like maybe TC's changing it up a bit. Yep, that is going to be Aker with Kelly and Jakuba. An offensive zone opportunity here. If we get that shot off the face win, that would be great. Yeah, they're all on the wrong side, so they're going to move it over. Hussey's there with Clark. They knew which side to be on. Lena's flipping the stick. She wins it to the boards, but no one there, and they send it back all the way around. It is behind the net. Clark with a heavy pinch, and Shattuck comes out with it. It's 2-on-1. Hussey back. Shattuck takes it wide. Woo! Good save there with the blocker, and Abigail keeps it out. It's on the far board. That's Lena Kelly with it, I think. She's hassled from behind. In fact, it's chipped away. Hussey uses the body to push that girl to the outside. Kelly coming all the way back from the rush to intercept that centering opportunity, but it's still on the boards. That's behind the net. Shovel it from Clark to Hussey. Hussey, I think, has the puck right now. Comes forward now. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Right back in. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second. Kelly coming in to pick it up. Looks for Aker. Aker to the middle, to Jakuba, a little too far, and she stays on it, but Shattuck, nice stick handling, stays with it. Clark tries to go off the boards. She finally gets it through. Nicely done. Coming back and help. I think that was Kelly zipping. It could have been someone off the bench. Live Barnes confused. Kind of feels like that's Nadello. I think it was. It is. Now it's back behind the net. There's a player who walks right out. That was going top shelf. And Abigail has to make a glove save. And I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, the net is off. That's what's happening. I think we're just changing up the D. Nadella will stay out there. St. John Pupin and Chan. It is Riedlinger and Baker, that pair coming out for D. Everyone's in front of the net right now. Now Baker comes around, and she should play forward on that wing, because otherwise that will happen. It goes straight there. Shattuck gets a shot blocked by Nadello, but it does trickle through. Yeah, we can't let that face-off win to the boards go straight. D's got to pull forward on that. We'll watch it again. Hopefully Nadello, if she wins that. it just goes straight to the player on the board, just like that. Okay, we'll talk about that this week. It's behind the board. Shattuck centering off the side of the net, bounces around. Long shot from the point. I think blocked off a skate. And Shattuck regroups. It is back behind the net with under just a minute to go. There's no whistle coming. Everyone's looking a little shell-shocked here. Baker with it on the board. She changes directions, and she's challenged and still fighting for it. Comes up along the boards to probably Sherman now. But they've changed. That is Baker. No, it was Nadello. It's right in front and intercepted there by Riedlinger. And Shattuck comes right back in. It's a 2-on-1. Player, what a shot. Holy moly, over the shoulder and another goal. Wow, that was a heck of a shot by that player. That is some true talent. My goodness. Up over the shoulder from a sharp angle. And we now have 6-0, and I think they will run the clock in the third period mercifully because this is starting to get a little out of hand. Ashak on the face-off. She wins it forward, and this is Marcelo tries to dangle. That stay offside. It's onside, I guess, briefly. It is hounded there by Marcelo. Ashak has it now. Ashak turns, and she's pinned to the corner. Leaves it for Marcelo. Marcelo gets it taken off her stick, and Shattuck comes out with it. So 6-0 now for Shattuck over TC, which is what we all kind of hoped wouldn't happen, but you could see right from the warm-up, the Shattuck girls are faster, much faster. And that helps in hockey. So we're gonna have a break here and regroup, and we'll come back here in about 10 minutes. Okay, we got some players ready here. We're going to get going here for the third period. Mercifully, hopefully a run-time period. Very quick 16 minutes. Usually the rules in tournaments are 6-goal differentials. In the third, you run the clock, no stops. And I think girls can go back to bed. Maybe have something to eat, go back to bed for a nap, do some homework, and be ready for tonight's game. But despite 6-0, there was at least 2, maybe 3 really, really ridiculous snipes from the shooters on Shattuck. And obviously they have a very deep bench full of quick players. And there's snow in the face. Looks like the Shattuck girls are having fun, snowing each other. Despite the on-ice outcome today, they do seem to have a lot of fun together, which is what it's, I guess, all about. Learn a few lessons along the way. So let's see if we can pull together for a third period, try to win one period or at least keep it as is. Be nice to get some better shots. I'm showing shots of 29-8 at this point in favor of Shattuck. So we'll get things going here in St. Louis. Brought to you from the home office in Winter Park, Colorado, where it is beautiful now, a little windy. There's 2 trails open and about 9 million people on those 2 trails. So we will not be going on the ski hill today. Just had to check out, see if we had the right equipment. But there's a lot of diehards who will be out there on the slopes today in Colorado. Okay, Shattuck's ready. Looks like it's going to be Hussey and Clark on the back end. And that is Kelly with Jakuba and picked up there by Shattuck. They send it to the red line. Kelly squeezes the girl up pretty heavily into the neutral zone boards. Shattuck goes behind, chased by Hussey. There's a shot and a miss. That was a nice little slapper. Love to see that for those of us who grew up in the 80s. It's battle though. That's Kelly battling, and now stepping up was Clark. Kelly leaves it off for Aker. Shattuck girl takes it, dangles, and goes to the middle, and glove saved by Abigail in the Statue of Liberty pose after. Man, that girl had some dipsy doodle. I think that was a top line there for Shattuck. They change it up. Kelly's line will stay out there. So will the D. Number 10 on number 8. Shattuck wins it. They go to the middle. There's another slapper attempt that was going to be wide. And it's behind the net. Kelly across to Clark. I think that's Clark. Clark to Aker. Nice out. Aker challenged before she hit the red line, and Shattuck comes up with it. Just got to be a little quicker through the neutral zone. Opportunity there. Clark gets her feet in the way. Nicely done. And here comes the rush. Hard, snappy pass across was from Hussey, but picked off. Little dangle there, and a dangle and a backhand. And is that in the net? I don't know where it is. No one's even celebrating. The clock is running. I think she missed the net. I think it went out of play. So we'll get a face-off down low. Shattuck wins it. They send it back to the corner. And pushed off there, and here comes Sherman with it. It's to the side. Nice little push up to the boards, but Shattuck takes it away, and out they come. It's over the red line, dumped in. Riedlinger was going to give pursuit, but Baker gets there. Good communication. Kept in, though, as they send it around. We got to get the wingers there to chip that out. Shattuck battling with Marciello. Marciello finds Sherman on the backhand. Sherman, that could be on net. That was a beautiful bit of triangulation there as Sherman gets a shot from her own end. That's that center. Goes to St. John Poopin, has a line. Oh, shot was blocked. The defender got a stick on it just at the last second. Goalie gathers it up. St. John Poopin's got a ripper. I'd like to get her to fire that thing. So we'll have a offensive zone faceoff. That is Nadello, St. John Poopin, and Chan. Shattuck wins that and takes it around. Shattuck playing behind the net. Just easily sends it around, but a little too far. Brooke Bailow got a stick on it. Actually stopped it, though, for the player. She's going to get a hooking call. She's going to clearly lead the team in penalty minutes with that 2-minute penalty, but that was just bad luck. Brooke knocked it down and went right to the stick of the attacking Shattuck player. She took a hooking to stop the shot. Caton is guarding it, and now we touch it up, and that will be a penalty on Brooke Baylog. And there she is. 2 minutes for hooking. Pleading your case. I don't think there was much case to plead there. That was pretty easy to see. I don't know what she's tapping the stick about there. Oh, trying to get the door open? I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, as a result, it's a penalty kill, and face-off down low. Shattuck wins it. That is Kelly, I think, up top. And there's a shot that's blocked down by Clark and gathered by Abigail. I'm having trouble seeing who that is out there. I think that's Kelly, captain on the jersey. I think that's who that is. And that's her. That's her signature. She won that one back. Goes all the way around the corner. Shattuck moving it nicely, looking for a seam pass. They take it up high. Cross ice pass. Wow, that was beautiful movement by Shattuck. Yikes, and that was a good save by Abigail. He made the push across. I think we need really long line changes here. Keep this thing 6-0. Kill that clock. It's going to bring out new penalty killers. I think that's Marciello. And she'll take the face off. Boy, they're not messing around. They drop it fast. Shattuck player goes to the far point. Someone's got to get there. I think that's Ashak trying to get there. Long shot right on net. There's a rebound, though, and it's free. Bounces away. Shattuck has it again. There's another shot, and Abigail makes a stick or blocker save. Goes all the way out and down. In pursuit there. That's probably Ashak. It is, and she's going to stay on the player behind the net, killing valuable time. The best way to kill this penalty is get a whistle. Clock is running. That's what I'd be telling them. Flip it out of the zone. Over the glass as soon as you get possession. There's no penalty for that in youth hockey. Here we go, though. Head down. That looked like Nadello's skating style. She bumps it in behind. It is Nadello, and smartly eats some time there. Johnny on the spot was Riedlinger. She got to the blue line, kept it in, fires it down. Good PK here. That's Rose St. John Poopin in the corner. Penalty's now over, so it's got Nadello's line out. Too many Emmas on this team. That's why we call one of them Happy Feet. Here we go. Takeaway by Riedlinger. 1-on-4. Let's see what you can do. Shot. Glove save. Patted down by the goaltender. So it's 6-0. Clock running, under 10 to go here. I think we're going to keep Nadello's line with Chan and St. John Poopin. Puck is sitting still on the dot. Coming in to help is the defender for Shattuck, and they have it. Send it around, not out. Baker gets knocked down for her trouble. It's 1-on-1. Riedlinger's back, 2-on-1. Shot and a save by Abigail. Rebounds bouncing around all the way to the boards in the corner. Shattuck still with it. Shakes the pressure from Aker now. Riedlinger's going to get to the corner. She goes for Jakuba. And Jakuba is able to chip it out. Trying to get to it. Over skates. Throws. There's a long shot from outside the blue line. And there's a slapper. It almost makes it a rebound. Oh, my goodness. Kelly had it on her stick in front of the crease. It was almost a goal. Jakuba takes the long shot and the big rebound kicked right out to Aker, who slappers it. And Aker got enough on it that it sat in front of the crease, and Anita Kelly skated right by it. Could be a 2-on-1 or a breakout here. Is taking some chances is TC. Ashak making friends with a little push to the face. Cross-ice pass was off of Sherman's stick. And I think Caton just managed, that's Leah Baker managed to take it away. It goes back to Brooke Baylog. She served her time. Now leading the team with 16 minutes of penalties. I'm sure the parents are proud about that. And it's in the corner. Behind the net. And I'm not sure who that is. I think that was Ashak. It is. Now it's picked up by, I think that's Marciello. Looking for the out pass. It goes off of a stick. She's staying with it up the boards, and Shattuck takes it away and goes right back in. Back out. And Shattuck gathers. They move the puck tape to tape, don't they? That's Ashak back to the D to Marciello. She's challenged. Puck's taken away. Shoveled in behind the net. Caton, 23, chips it for Sherman. Too far. Kept in by Shattuck, still kept in. Another chop at it there, heavy chop by Brooke Baylog. In front, player was alone for a moment. I'm not sure it made it all the way through or that was a save. It's all the way behind the net. Now we're hung in here. We can't get it out of the zone. Centering opportunity, could have been a quick shot. Live Barn's confused. It's coming to the point. It is now... That's Chan out there now. Chan going both sides of the rink. She's on the point there. Shattuck passing it around. Through. Wow, nice little deflection. I think Abigail actually had to get a forehead on that. Comes to the line. I think that's Chan. She didn't gain the red line, but it's picked up by Shattuck. They have it. It's way offside. And we'll get a whistle with now. Very quick time going off the clock here, 6.5 and less. This looks like Jakuba, Aker, and Kelly. And that was not Kelly. That's St. John Poupin and Nadella. She won that faceoff. Here comes Shattuck, though, up the right-hand side. Shot, big save by Abigail. Big deflection and rebound. There's a player down in the slot. Boy, she walked right in. My goodness. Right down Broadway. Let the D dangle it right in and shoot. What a save. Little backhand centering opportunities picked up by the D. St. John Poupin's going off. Nadella's going off. We can't see the play. And here comes Shattuck. Jakuba trying to hound that player through the neutral zone. Tries to dangle, does, and in. What a play. And a save by Abigail in close. Kelly now strips the puck. Tries to get up the boards. It's taken away by Shattuck. Clark was in way, and that's another goal. That was just a nifty, nifty play by the Shattuck player. Holy cow. Dangled out of the corner and made it happen. We cannot hang with that team. My goodness, they are something else. So the plus minuses are not going to look good. Just telling you guys. Everybody's getting scored on here. Kelly's going to stay out there, take the face off. She won it to the side, but the Shattuck player jumped forward on it. TC has it. They send it all the way down. Good play there behind the net. I think that was Kelly banging at it. Now Jakuba will take a crack at it. Kelly digs it. Oh, that's Aker. Kelly behind the net. Kelly changes directions. Has it on a stick. Looking for someone in front. Gets it over to Jakuba. Kelly still has it. Would like to go high, but she's pushed off the puck. Now Jakuba. 4 minutes to go here. Aker down in the corner. Aker playing with it. Goes back into the near side corner, and Live Barn is confused. We don't know what's happening. I assume hockey is being played in the offensive zone. Here comes A little dingle dangle play. Riedlingers and Baker's Oreo cookie that girl off. A reverse Oreo, 2 white jerseys squeezed off that player. It is pushed forward. I think that was Jakuba on the bench and actually goes towards a goalie. Gwen Ashak was looking for crumbs. And actually the glove is off. The goalie may have either an equipment problem or is injured. Oh, she's taking all the pads off. Oh, they're trying to find the puck. The puck ended up, I think, in the goalie's pads. She had to take the pad right off. Oh, they did stop the clock. They should just let that run, and we should go get breakfast. Because it is 7-0. They're not showing that on the scoreboard. There's a mercy rule in effect, which I think Shattuck probably has their more than fair share of. So we are, Live Barn, very confused. I think they're just waiting for the goalie to get her pads back on because the puck ended up in there. Not sure why she had to take the pads off to get the puck. I have not seen that. It never fails to amaze me. I have probably watched 1,000 hockey games in my life, and about once a week I see something that I've never seen before. So there you go. All right, Ashak's out there with Marcial and Sherman, and that is Caton, and nice win there. Shot just missed by Marciello. Goes to the corner. Now that is Caton with it. Centering opportunity from Ashak. Goes through everybody. A big pinch there by Baylog on the other side. And it goes behind the net. Shattuck staying hard with it with just under 3 to go now. Nice little poke check by Caton, and Marcelo's in support. Gwen's over there to battle with it. Caton's battling with it. Caton comes up with it and flicks it to the far side. Baylog tried to flip it to the middle. It gets caught up in the scrum, and Shattuck comes up with it. Bad angle shot. Abigail has to make a save. Shots are now 40-13 for Shattuck. 7-0. If you don't want to watch, I understand. 31 people are watching this, which is too bad. Comes around, giving pursuit and a little shove for good luck for Marciello. It's down behind the net. Colorado regroups. Nice little out there, but it goes off with a stick. And Shattuck regroups. Baylog disrupts that play. And I'm not sure who that is banging at. It might be Chan on that left wing. I think it is. Shattuck coming in. Caton just steps forward, takes the puck away. Beautiful play by Anna Caton. To the far side, Chan trying to get it to the middle. She backhands it to the slot. Picked up by Shattuck. There's a player in front. Tips it wide. Woo. Shattuck dancing around with it now. They go to the point. Long shot. And I think it's blocked in the player who is cut down. Shattuck just dancing now with it. It is down low into the corner. That is Sangjan Pupin looking for the out, and it's intercepted by the quick player. The D is dancing around for Shattuck now. It looks like a power play. It goes off of a Shattuck stick, and that's nice to see them make a mistake for a change. But they come right back in to the middle. It is off of a player it's to the right of Abigail for now. TC has it. Oh man, she's looking for that out pass, and it was intercepted, and it gets dangled and out. And that was a giveaway down low. And wow, Shattuck's going to jump on you every time if you make that kind of a play. Give him the puck, and then that girl just dangled it. Holy cow, that was nice. Not sure how that happened, but that is going to make it 8-0. We really need to let this clock just run. That was not great. Shattuck won that faceoff, I think. And I'm still trying to tap stats here. I'm going to have to review a lot of goals. Now it's up front. Ooh, just past Jakuba, who's trying to make a line. Shattuck comes right back with it. Goes to the side, and that'll do it. Game over. Thank goodness. 8-0. Shots were 41-13. Not much to say here, except we are playing a much better team. We are simply not able to stay with a team that probably has a few D1 commits and girls who are obviously top in the nation. So, unfortunately, hopefully we can take some lessons away from that. Got some practice playing a much faster team. Hopefully, coaching staff is not too hard on the girls. It was a lot to expect. I think they brought the A-team here. This was not the junior varsity Shattuck group. So I'll leave this running for a little bit, just in case the privacy setting catches in. We got some people behind time. And we will be back at 6:30 Mountain tonight for the next game today. Thanks for watching.